How to Break a Bad Habit, a step by step guide to dopamine detoxing. Most people try to break bad habits using willpower. They promise themselves they'll stop scrolling, stop overreacting, stop procrastination, stop binge watching. It works for a day or two. Then the habit comes back stronger. Not because you're weak, but because you are fighting biology with motivation. Dopamine detoxing is about working with your brain instead of against it. First, understand what a bad habit actually is. It's not the behavior itself, it's a dopamine loop behind it. Dopamine is a chemical that makes you seek, crave, and repeat. Social media, junk food, constant notifications, even overworking all spikes dopamine fast and often. Your brain learns one thing very quickly: this activity equals relief or pleasure. Once that loop is formed, logic becomes optional. Step 1 is awareness, not judgment. You don't quit a habit you don't see clearly. For a few days, observe when the habit shows up. What time of the day? What emotion? Boredom, stress, loneliness, fatigue. Bad habits are rarely about pleasure, they are about escape. Write it down mentally or on the paper. You're not fixing yet, you are mapping the pattern. Step 2 is removing easy access, not relying on self control. If something is one tap away, your brain will take it. Dopamine driven habits survive on convenience. Move the app off your home screen. Log out. Don't keep junk food visible. Put friction between you and the habit. The goal is not to resist forever, just to make the habit slightly annoying to start. That alone reduces usage more than motivation ever will. Step 3 is reducing stimulation, not eliminating it. Dopamine detox does not mean sitting in a room doing nothing for days. That's unrealistic and unnecessary. It means cutting high intensity stimulation so your brain can reset its baseline. Fewer notifications, fewer quick rewards, less multitasking. When everything is loud, nothing feels satisfying. When things quiet down, simple actions feel rewarding again. Step number 4 is replacing, not deleting. Your brain hates empty spaces. If you remove a habit without replacing it, the craving will find another outlet. Replace scrolling with a walk. Replace snacking with tea. Replace binge watching with reading a few pages. The replacement doesn't need to be exciting. It just needs to be available when the urge hits. Step 5 is delaying the urge. Most cravings peak and fall within 10 to 20 minutes. When the urge shows up, don't fight it, delay it. Tell yourselves, I'll do it in 10 minutes. If I still want to, then change your environment, stand up, move rooms, drink water, breathe. Often, the urge passes without you doing anything heroic. Step 6 is lowering your dopamine baseline slowly. This is where the detox actually happens. Reduce constant input. Eat simpler food for a while. Consume less content. Stop switching tasks every 5 minutes. At first, things will feel boring. That's normal. Your brain is recalibrating. After a few days, focus improves, cravings weaken, and calm returns. Step 7 is identity reinforcement. Don't say, I'm trying to quit this habit. Say, I don't do that anymore. Identity based language matters. You're not depriving yourselves, you are choosing alignment. Each time you don't act on the habit, you strengthen a new self image. That's what makes change stick. Finally, understand this: relapse is not failure, it's feedback. If you slip, look at what broke: access, stress, lack of replacement. Fix the system, not yourself. Dopamine detoxing is not about punishment, it's about restoring balance. Bad habits thrive in chaos and overstimulation. Calm, structure, and intention weakens them. Step by step, the pull fades. Not because you fought harder, just because your brain stopped being hijacked.